All right, welcome back to Wmma Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you tonight with a pair of women's fight announcements from the Ultimate Fighting Championship. So the UFC has booked a pair of ladies bouts. First up, let's talk about the Strawweight division. The UFC has booked Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Jessica Penne. It's due to go down at UFC 265 on August 7th in Houston, Texas. Now this event is headlined by a Bantamweight title bout between Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena. Also featured on that card is a strawweight rematch between Tisha Torres and Angela Hill, and then a flyweight bout between Victoria Leonardo and Melissa Gatto. So this card is heating up for the ladies' bouts. And let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here for Karolina and Jessica Penne. Karolina's coming in at 12-6. Now she's riding that unfortunate 4-fight losing streak. Most recently took a unanimous decision loss to Yan Xiaonan a year and 3 months ago. Jessica Penne coming back off of an even longer layoff there, but coming off a win against Lupita Godinez via split decision just 2 months ago. Before that, hadn't fought in 4 years. Penne is the elder fighter by 3 years, 38, to Kowalkiewicz is 35. Penne will have a 2-inch height advantage, 5 feet 5 inch, 166 centimeters, to Kowalkiewicz is 5 feet 3 inches, 160 centimeters. And that extends to the reach as well, 67 inches, 170 centimeters, to Kowalkiewicz is 64 inches, 163 centimeters. So after Kowalkiewicz's last fight, when she got, seriously injured against Yan Xiaonan, broke her orbital bone in, I think, the first round, and then gutted it out to a decision in a fight that she honestly just got mollywopped in. I was kind of hoping that she would take the retirement route, but she took some time off, took, over a year, found her drive to compete again, and is coming back. And I'll be honest, I like this matchup between her and Penne. Both are, at the tail end of their careers. Both are kind of getting up there in age, at least in fight career-wise, they're getting up there. And both have slowed down a bit. Now, Penne, managed to turn back time a little bit with that split win over Godinez, that somewhat controversial. But I like this matchup for each of them. I mean, Penne is not a threat on the feet for Kowalkiewicz, so we don't have to worry about her getting seriously injured there. And neither is Karolina so heavy-handed that, Penne has to worry about getting knocked out either. And then on the ground, Penny's more of a threat on the ground, but for Kowalkiewicz, she has good takedown defense and very good, she has a much underrated ground game as well. So I actually see this being competitive. Do I see it being like a fight of the night or like a huge technical battle? No, not necessarily, but do I think this could be a fun one? Oh, for sure. And it's two fighters I like, and it'd be nice to see either of them, take a win here. Moving along, the UFC has booked a bantamweight bout between Correia and Karol. Now, this is set to go down on a UFC fight night scheduled for October 2nd. That is currently headlined by a light heavyweight bout between Thiago Santos and Johnny Walker. Looking at the stats here, Correia is coming in at 11-5-1. Rosa coming in at 14-3. Now Rosa's riding a nice winning streak. Bethe is coming off of a loss to Panakianzad 10 months ago. Before that, had a win over Sijara Eubanks a little under 2 years ago. Correia is the elder fighter by 12 years, 38-26 for Karol Rosa. They stand the same height, 5 feet 5 inch, 165 centimeters. However, Rosa has a 3.5 inch reach advantage of 67.5 inches, 171 centimeters, to Correia's 64 inch, 163 centimeters. Now, unlike the previous bout I just talked about, I don't like this matchup. at least I don't like it for Bethe Correia. It's a good matchup for Rosa because this is very, very winnable for her. Correia was supposed to fight Wmma for a retirement bout, and then that got canceled, I think, twice. Let me see here. It got canceled once due to Correia having to withdraw. Can't see the reason here. That was actually a winnable fight for Bethe Correia. You know, she asked to come back to the UFC. She said, "Hey, give me a retirement bout." They had cut her. She went to them and said, "Hey, can I come back for one more and then I will retire for good?" And they said sure. So they gave her Wmma, and then that fight seemed to fall through. And now Wmma is scheduled to fight someone else, whereas that was a winnable fight for Bethe. This one is not. I mean, here you have Bethe Correia. She's never been a spectacular fighter. Fun fighter, sure. You know, she always comes out and gives it her all, no matter how bad she looks. And that's commendable. But against, you know, she's on the tail end of her career, retirement basically. And now she's fighting a young up-and-comer. Now that is kind of traditional for combat sports. But it does stink that they went from a winnable fight on a retirement bout for her to a fight that she is not expected to win against a much younger and up-and-coming prospect in the Bantamweight division. I'll go ahead and pick the winner for this one right now. I'm going Rosa all the way. So those are my thoughts on these two matchup announcements. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please give it a like and go ahead and subscribe to Wmma Scene Now, the most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.